Hi everyone, Amy here from Amy's Planner and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day. It has been, I was going to say it's been a hot minute since we've last had a chat and done some planning, but it's actually been more than that. It has been a huge hole in my planner life. A lot of things have happened since the last time I was here and I was sharing stuff with you. And the biggest one being I quit my job. Like, full on left a job, left my really good job. And it was a good job in that it was a very successful job. I was very successful in the job. It was a very stressful job and it was exhausting, and I am exhausted. And I decided that it was the best thing for me to leave, which is really sad because I really enjoyed the people I worked with and what I was doing. It's just that I was exhausted and I was doing a lot. Like, I was doing my job, which is a lot of work that I had to do by myself because there wasn't a very big team. And then I was doing another job because we didn't have enough people to do that. So I was working the equivalent of a 1.5, maybe a 1.6. Yeah, and I'd been doing that for a full year and I was exhausted. So yeah, that's news for me. And so sort of mid-year, I was getting really stressed and I was exhausted and I just couldn't get my shit together, to be honest. And I stopped using my Hobonichi weeks in sort of June, July, sort of probably around here. This is late June, early July. Kind of stopped using it. And I'd set it all up and yeah, didn't use it. Tried to set it up again for September and that looks really cool, but I'm not using it. It's just not the right planner for me anymore. And like, it was fun to set up, but I'm not using it. It's not the right planner for me anymore. And so, yeah, I have been trying a bullet journal. I have tried a horizontal happy planner this year. You'll have seen that on my Instagram. If you follow me over there at Amy's Planner, you should if you don't. But it's just not working for me. Like, I can't seem to get my planner groove. And I see all these awesome planners on Instagram and on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm like, I should try that one. Maybe that'll help me get back. But they're really expensive. Have you noticed how expensive planners are at the moment? And so I've been thinking about this on and off for probably, like, we're nearly midway through October. Maybe not quite midway. We've done at least a week of October. Yeah, we're not midway. We're like 1 week into October. Sorry. And I haven't used a planner since July. I've tried a whole lot in between. They're not working for me. And so I can't really justify it to myself at the moment not having a full-time job anymore to go out and spend $50, $60, $70 on a planner. And that's a lot of people at the moment. I know it's not just me. And yes, I am working. I have casual work. And last week I worked 5 days. So like, I've definitely got work. I'm working. I'm not, sitting at home despairing about my life choices. But I just can't justify spending that much on a planner or planner stuff as much as, I fill my cart and then I look at it and I go, yay, and then I don't spend any money. Sorry, just because, like, things are tough. Things are tough for everyone, not just me, and I know that. And, I'm lucky I'm in a relationship. We split costs and everything, and so I'm kind of torn between, I need a planner because I think it'll help me feel like I've got a bit more control, especially at the moment, not having a job or anything, well, not having a full-time ongoing position. I do have casual work. But I'm also like, I can't justify spending that sort of money. So what I've decided to do for the next 3 months, well, the rest of October, November and December, is try to build my own planner. And I'm doing this on a budget. So I went to Officeworks the other day and I bought this 96 page 9x7 exercise book. It's ruled, it's got 70 GSM paper, so it's really thin. It cost me 99 cents. And this is going to be my planner. This is my planner. This is what I'm going to use for the rest of the year. And I like the fact that it's just a lined book, so I can do anything I want in this, and that's really exciting. It's also terrifying. So because it's terrifying, and I found that the bullet journal thing doesn't really work for me, like having to draw up all my spreads and stuff, I have all this stuff over here, so I'm just like flicking through it. I went on to the internet, and I have downloaded a whole lot of free printables, like a lot of free printables. So I have... Let me start from the start. So I have some A5 printables from Passion Planner, which if you have been around for a while, you know that I used way back in 2020. So I have a month, and then I have a week's, no, I don't have quite a month's worth. I have 4 weeks worth of weekly inserts, which I have just printed on Avery label paper that I had laying around, so I can just stick them in, and we'll go through that in a minute. But these are all free. All you have to do is provide your email address to Passion Planner, and you can download any of their planners, so they're weekly or they're daily, and they're weekly in all 3 sizes. So small, which is A5, medium, which is B5, which is the one that I used to use, and they're large, which is about an A4, but apparently it's smaller now than it used to be, so that's quite contentious. I really loved using my Passion Planner in 2020. It was really good. And then at the end of 2020, I decided that I wasn't going to use a Passion Planner anymore because I changed jobs to the job that I've just left. And then when I went on a few weeks ago to see like if I could buy an undated planner from the US and get it shipped to Australia, I was looking at about $90 Australian, if not a little bit more. Like, that's a lot of money. I couldn't justify it. So I printed out the weeks and the monthly spread. And then I've also printed out these monthly trackers. This is from Peanuts Paper Co. They have a whole lot of freebies on their Facebook page, and I'm just going to cut these up to make them work. I'm only setting up 1 month at the moment. And if you have been watching some of my oh yeah, they're on YouTube, but mostly Facebook Reels, I've been using a A5 Slim dot grid as a bullet journal, and I went really like botanicals and muted colors for that. Yeah, I want something a bit brighter, so I've pulled some an old kit from Planners Anonymous. This was the 90s kit. I think it was called That So 90s or something. So I have the washi, I have some leftover stickers, I have a few bits of paper, although I haven't decided if I'm going to use it. I think I will. I think I really like the idea of like mixed media at the moment. I have the die cuts. I have a reusable sticker book that has all sorts of stuff in it, including some of the stickers from this kit, but then also other stickers from all sorts of places, which I'm excited to use. And sticking to my budget, not spending any money, only shopping my stash, this is the pen I'm going to use. This is a Bic Crystal. These are my favorite pens of all time. Like, I did all of my high school and university exams with these because they are just so reliable. I like the way they write. I like their color, and I miss using a blue pen, so I'm using a blue pen. So my current outlay for this planner, 99 cents for this. I had this sitting in my pen collection, which I might share with you one day because I really need to clean it up. So I might do that as a bit of incentive for myself. So these are, I think, a pack of 10 for $5, something like that. I had the Avery paper left over from when I was testing sticker papers for my Cricut, but I think you can get a pack of 10 pages for $12. And then, you know, the more you spend, the more you save. So I think you can get 100 pack for $30 or something. I had all of this from a few years ago, and that's it. That's my spend. I'm not spending a lot of money on this planner. What I am going to do with you today, because I realised that I have been speaking just like straight for 10 minutes, is I'm going to set up my October spread. I'm just moving around and grabbing some stuff out. Whoops. I'm going to set up my October spread, and then, yeah, and then over the next few weeks, I'm going to show you like weekly spreads and other bits and pieces. I want to make a cover for this. I've been watching some stuff on YouTube, and like you can make covers out of like old paper bags. And I don't know if that's really me, but I have some old wrapping paper laying around. So I'd be like, maybe I make a cover out of wrapping paper. I'm going to use this sort of as a journal, as a planner, as a bit of everything, just to see what I really want out of a planner and what I don't want. Like, do I like having a timed weekly? Do I not need a timed weekly? Do I just need like weekly columns? Is this too big? Is this too small? Etc. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm actually gonna leave 2 pages. I want to do a cover page, not that I know what I want to, and then I want to leave a page for writing out some of the things like I've told you around being really unsure about what I'm doing and a bit stressed and not having like a planner to get to. Now I'm not going to just stick it down. Actually, I'm going to cut it in half. Oops. Now, where is half? Probably should have measured that. Maybe I don't cut it quite to half. Maybe I cut it. Oh, hang on. Maybe I measure it. Where's my ruler? All right, that's about half, apparently. It doesn't quite look like half, but that's where we'll go. Not that it's really easy to use like that on this sort of cutter, but that's all right. This is an old cutter I have from Officeworks that I bought when I was teaching so I could have a little one on my desk, because the one that we used to share at work was never very sharp or very well put back where it belonged. So what I'm going to do... Oh, that's the wrong one. What am I doing? I wanted to cut the monthly one up. Why didn't you tell me? Where's the monthly one gone? At least I know where like the measure point is. Well, I mean, I'll need that for when I set up next week, but this week. Next week? Oh, God. My gosh. Like, I feel like I'm completely losing it. I probably could go a bit bigger with these printables. Like, I think like this isn't an A5 journal. I went a little bit bigger so that I wouldn't have to like trim down the edges. I was doing a bit of like experimentation in a A5 notebook that I had when I was working. Like I used to keep notes and that sort of stuff in it. And when I cut an A5 in half, I also had to trim down the edges, which I thought was just too much work. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go for it. So I printed it on sticker paper because I had it, but also it's just easier. I'm just going to put it, use the red line to line it up and do that. Oh, that is cool. It's just so easy. You just put it down. And then I'm going to do the same with this side. They go in the bin. Oh my God, this is so easy. And then line it up with the red on the other side. Uh-oh. Okay, maybe not quite so easy. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, that was a little bit dramatic. We got there. I cut out the swearing bit because I didn't think that was particularly appropriate. Whoops. Let's put some washi tape down, covering up all of our sins and mistakes. I'm going to put this one here. Oh, this is such cool washi tape. I need a metal ruler because it's easier to tear. Just don't find my plastic ruler is as good. Not that I've done a very good job with that. Ooh, and on this side, like that. And then I'm just going to put one bit here. Oops, I don't want it over the top of the page, so it's going to have to go right on that line. Uh-oh. And I feel like there's something crooked because nothing's lining up, but that's okay. Covering up a multitude of sins, it's allowed to be a little bit crooked. And then I want to use some of these. Where did they go? Some of like these down the middle, just to like cover up bits and pieces. Put that one there. And that bit. And that bit. Best friends, the doll. Oh snap. That bit can go there. Best friends here. And then I want to use some of these slap bands, but I want to trim them up a bit. So where are my scissors? I feel like I say that every single time. Where are my scissors? Do I ever know where my scissors are? No. Oh, there they are. So I did know where they were. I'm going to put this one here. And then that one can come. Oh, I want to trim a little bit of that off. That one can come out of here. And then I want that one to trim that little bit off like that. And then I want it to sort of cover that little bit of ink. And then I'm not quite sure how I feel about them going like over the fold in the page. We'll see. It just looks a bit like it's disappearing and not like the way I want it to. And then I want to go that way. Oops. Like that. And then I want one there. Is that too many? Yeah, actually I do want one there. And then that one can go there. All right. The only thing I haven't got is something down here, but we'll find something. And then I want to use a bit of this just here. Line that up. All right. Let me just go through, put the date dots in. And I'll be back in a moment. So I've just written the numbers in with my blue pen, and like I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe a bit of this, just like here, and maybe like tear the edges a little bit, like that. Feels like it's a little bit bland on the edges. So what else have I got? Might put one of these just here. I'm gonna have to put like an October sticker there anyway, and then just like some stars like that. All right, I realized my camera just cut out a little bit, so I don't think you missed anything. I might have moved a couple of stickers around, but I think that is my monthly spread. I'm just grabbing out my Dated Basics by Caliber Plan, and I'm just looking to see if I have an October sticker that sort of fits there. I really like to use one of these, but I just don't feel it. One of these ones. Ooh, purple. Ah, purple. Perfect. I think the purple works really well. And I'm just going to put it there. All right, October is in. Yes, so we're about to go into the second week of October. So I'm a little bit late in my setup, but I think that it'll be okay. I realize that I have been talking for a really long time, and I'm sorry if I got boring. But yeah, it's been exciting. It's been putting in some stuff that I know while I'm doing that. It's been exciting trying to come up with a way to I should have said as. Do I have whiteout? Oh, I do have whiteout. Right, as I'm fixing my mistake, I'm also okay to use whiteout. I've decided I'm okay with that. So yes, what was I saying? I'm super excited to be trying something. I'm trying to keep it to a budget, so it's going to be stuff that I already own, plus my 99 cents book, and printables only, so no purchases, and I think I should be okay. As in, I think this is going to be okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a little bit cray, but I do appreciate it. Let me know down below what planner you're using at the moment. Have you changed since mid-year? And how does that make you feel? But I will see you next time. Bye.